Hi, Rebecca. That's fine. I'm number one. That's funny. No biggie. Thank you for being here. I'm all ready. I'll just wait. It's one more minute, but I'll wait a couple minutes just in case. If there's anyone that has joined us, let me know you're here by leaving a comment, please. Then I know who I'm talking to. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait till they join. I appreciate you and your sister and your cousin because you're so faithful in following me, and I appreciate that very much. This shouldn't take very long. It's a looks like a complicated card, but it really isn't. If you're here, please just leave me a note. Hi, Yvonne. Good to see you on here. You traveling lady, you. Oh, cool. Die. This is, you mean paper. This is actually paper. There is a die that kind of looks like this, but I'm using paper today. I'm using the Full of Life paper. The Full of Life paper looks like it's kind of, no, it isn't. Nope. It isn't. I just, the way I cut the paper. And it looks kind of, the paper looks kind of, what do I say, bold, but I've seen some really cool cards made out of it, and it's really neat. No, that's retired, Yvonne. Regency Park. I'll have to see if I have any. I don't think I do. I don't know. I probably do, but that's pretty old. So, hi, Lisa. Wow. Thank you for joining. I have this fun card. Are you not working today, Lisa? Uh-oh. Are you on lunch hour? Maybe? No? Oh, good. Hi, Diane. Well, there's 4 of you at least. If you're on here, and let me know by leaving me a comment, and if you share, one of you will get this card that we're making today. And I'm going to get started because I know that everybody's busy. This is called the Upright Puzzle Slider card. That's quite a mouthful. But you open it up, and there you have your brightest birthday. And this is bright cardstock, and I think it's really pretty, and it's very unique. So let's get started. I'll show you the measurements first. We start out with basic black card base, 8.5 by 5.5. So 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 1 1/16 and 2 1/8 on each end. And I will do that with you. Then we have a piece of basic black that's 5.5 by 4 1/4. which is a quarter sheet of cardstock. And then we have the basic white, which is for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Looks like I'm getting kind of flopper-jawed. And then this is the Full of Life Designer Series paper, and this is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. The paper comes 6 by 6, so I cut it down so that I would have the center in the middle, obviously. So it's 6 by 6. So on the 5-inch side, you would cut 1 inch off, and on the 3 3/4 inch side, which would be this side, I figured you cut 2 1/8 off of each end to make it even. Okay, and then we'll have 2 pieces of which are the leftovers from from where I cut on the bottom and top, and this is the opposite side, and we'll use that for the inside for the pieces here. So, okay, we'll start by doing the basic black, and I'm gonna show you how to hi Beth, thank you for joining. So we're gonna start with the basic black card base that's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and we're going to score it at 1 1/16. Now 1 1/16 would be the first mark past the 1 inch, the little tiny mark past the 1 inch. So I'm going to put it in there and score at 1 1/16. And then 2 1/8, which is the second mark past the 2 inch. So 2 1/8. And then we're going to turn it around and do it exactly the same on the other side. 1 1/16 and 2 1/8. Okay, so that's that, and we'll have to bring that back in a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to burnish these score lines. So I'm going to burnish, so if you pull it like this, then they meet in the middle. And I'm going to burnish these really good. So the 2 1/8, I'm going to burnish on both sides. And again on this side. And then I'm going to fold the 1 1/8 one back over. And I'm going to actually fold it out and burnish it so I can get to it really good. And then that will fold in here. And again, I'm going to burnish that again. Just, it has a hard time staying because, of course, it's cardstock. So we're going to turn this one out and burnish it on both sides. And then fold it in and burnish it well. So that's the card base. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the basic black that's 5 1/2 by 1 1/4, and I'm going to cut it at the center. So 5 1/2, and that would be 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut it at 2 3/4. And then I'm going to lay these out here. And then the first one, so the top one, I'm going to cut it, I'm going to cut it at 1 3/4. So 1 3/4. And then I'm going to lay these out here. And then the second piece, I'm going to cut at 2 1/2. So 2 1/2. And then these will lay here. And now I'm going to take the Full of Life Designer Series paper, and this one is 5 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to cut it in half. So half of 5 is 2 1/2. So I'm going to cut that at 2 1/2. And I'm going to lay that one there and that one there. And this one I'm going to cut at 1 1/2. So I'm going to cut this one at 1 1/2, and I'm going to lay that on there and that on there. And then the other piece I'm going to cut at 2 1/4. So these will go here and here. Okay, that's all I need that now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere these together. Adhere these pieces. So I will take and use my snail. No, boy, I'm harking back. Seal. And I'm going to adhere all of these pieces to the basic black back. Basic black back. Try to say that fast. And then I'm going to take this one and do the same thing. Get that on there very good. So that goes on there. And then this one will go on this piece. I think I need just a little more seal on that. My seal's getting low on that piece, so I gotta use it all up. Okay, so those go there. So those are the pieces that are the puzzle pieces. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on the inside of the card, and I'm using the Cheerful Daisies stamp set. I haven't used this for a long time, and I like this saying, which is wishing you the brightest birthday. So I'm going to do that in black. Make sure I get it right. Wishing you the brightest birthday. And then I'm going to take those two long pieces that I have, and I will put them on the top and bottom. So I'm going to add seal to that, and yeah, this is fine. Add that right there, and then I'll add it to the bottom as well, and then I'll just cut off the excess. Didn't take time to measure it, I just will cut it off. So these will go here, and this kind of draws your attention so that they're matching, matchy. And I'm going to snip off the excess, and then we will put this inside the card. So this will go inside the card. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add two long strips of seal to this side. So we're going to add two long strips, and then we're going to take this piece, the first piece, and this will go right here, and it will just line up along the top and the side. Oops, my finger got caught. Let's cut that off and add a little bit more seal to that. And then I'm going to take this next piece, which is the bottom, and I'm going to, can you see that well? Yeah. So I'm going to butt that up against the top and line it up on the bottom. There. And then, I got paper on my finger. Then I'm going to add seal. Oof. This morning is not, my brain is skipped. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to butt these up right here. So, right like that. And then this one will go here, and it will just be butted up top and side, right along the side. There. Is that cool or what? I love it. I think it's really cute. And then I'm going to add, I'm not going to put a sentiment because it opens up easily. I'm not going to put a sentiment on the front. You could very easily. But I'm going to add these iridescent faceted gems. I just love these things. Thank you, Yvonne. Yeah, this is a fun card, and it's really easy. It looks complicated, but it's not. So I'm going to add some of the iridescent faceted gems and just kind of add just willy-nilly. wherever. I might put a small one up here. They say you should do them in uneven amounts. So if I do one on each piece and then one little one, then I've got an uneven amount. I love those. I think they're so pretty. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Simple, easy, but very unique. And I think anybody would enjoy getting this card and saying, oh, oh yes, any DSP. Let me show you. So I made 3 other cards. Thoughtful Journey, which is my new favorite. This is the Thoughtful Journey, and I just cut so I had the trees and the piece, and same thing, just exactly. I used Mossy Meadow on this one. I just made birthday because this would make a great masculine birthday. And then here's another piece of the Thoughtful Journey with the, I don't know if those are echinacea. I think they might be echinacea. And that is using the Lost Lagoon for the back. And then the next one is Lily Pond Lane. And I think this is so cute with the ducks. This is the Lily Pond. These are all 6x6, but you could use any paper. And especially one that has a theme. But you could even use plain and then just add something on the front. So very, 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 very easy, very cute, and very unique. So another fun fold, which I love sharing with you. So these are the cards that I made, and I hope you enjoy them. They don't lay flat too much, but maybe if you put it in an envelope and send it off when it goes through. Thank you. I know that is beautiful paper, and I checked it yesterday. It's on low inventory, but it is orderable right at the moment if it hasn't gone out. I didn't check this morning. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a great day, and I will put the measurements below as soon as I download the video, and I will put the measurements below so that you can have the measurements handy. Thank you for joining me. Good morning.